Alright guys, so in this video what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filling this up a little bit because this Vitex here has washed out some, so I'm going to be putting like some of the native soil. I don't even like calling it that because it's literally sand. Like, this is just sand. Can you guys see this? This is all sand. This is what my dirt is around this house. I don't know what this was at one time. It is definitely just like sand. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm also going to be mulching it so this does not continue to happen. Because I don't want to lose the Vitex tree. I think it'll be really pretty here. I know it's not a native Texas tree, but you know what? I'm not the person that's all hung up on just native stuff, so it is what it is, you know. Again, my soil here is the craziest soil. I don't know how this happened, why it's literally all sand. I'm on a big hill and it is literally all sand here, which is just crazy to me. And this part gets full sun. So obviously that's why I planted the Vitex here. And I don't know what's under the ground. I haven't had this house for super long, so I don't know what's under the ground with most of this stuff, which is, you know, just like fantastic, right? Not really. And I'm assuming like there's irrigation over here underneath an American elm tree, which really stinks. But it is what it is. I imagine when I put that irrigation system in that this elm tree was tiny. And of course it has grown. Of course, because, you know, that's what they did, right? Looks like it's been cut back a few times, but you know. So I'm just piling the dirt up here, and then we're going to spread it out some. Again, if you like the videos, want to learn about gardening in Texas, like real life gardening, not just some polished whatever, then, you know, subscribe to the channel. My goal is to do live videos, and I need at least 50 subscribers to do live videos. So, you know, subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing, basically. And if you want to see actual live videos, because that's kind of my goal. I really want the unfiltered part of gardening here in Texas because it can be super hard. So I want you guys to see the unfiltered stuff about growing plants here in Texas. So I'm going to mulch this. Mulching is very important, and I did not do that last time, but which is fine. It's eroded. So I need to mulch. That is what I'm going to do right now. And I'm just using an oak pair of cleaners, so I'm just literally open it up, a bag, mulch it however you want. My husband loves the black mulch. I'm not like married to black mulch, so I don't really care as long as it's mulch. But that is not a, I do think the non-colored mulch may be a little bit better for plants, but mulch is nice, right? So I'm going to put about half a bag here, and then I'm going to go down over here to this other one, put another half a bag of mulch here, which is what I should have done in the first place. But honestly, it was probably super hot, sun shining, and I was like probably dying. So, you know. The thing about it is, you think that people in Texas love the heat, but not everybody does. A lot of people do, but not everybody. And I am one of the ones that do not love the heat. So, you know, it is what it is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mulch and I'm going to spread it out. When you do this, make sure you pull the mulch back away from the trunk of your tree. You don't want mulch piled around. You don't want dirt piled around your tree. That's very, very bad for your tree. It will cause rot. And you want to be able to see the root flare, which I can see the root flare of this tree right here. So that is 100% what I want. So now that we've mulched that one, let's go over here, spread the mulch out for this one. This one, I was able to get a little bit deeper into the ground. It's always, if you're going to plant a tree, if you have the choice So that is it, guys. So I mulched both of those trees and watered everything in. So I will see you next time. Please subscribe to this channel if you like seeing unfiltered, raw videos of people like me just gardening here in North Texas, and you will see with me what survives and what doesn't subscribe. So happy gardening, everyone.